Good morning and welcome back. We are at the beautiful Spring Creek up in Pennsylvania. Just arrived, got on the road super early, left about 4:20. Now all geared up and ready to go. It's about 7:28 in the morning. Looks like we're gonna have a hot one today. It says it's supposed to be a high of 86. Right now it's 66 degrees. I don't even think I'm gonna take a water temperature. I think I'm just gonna get right into it. Hopefully have an exciting video this time, catch some fish. I'm gonna try a few different parts of Spring Creek that I have never fished before. Right up behind me is the fish hatchery, but beyond that, there are some trails that follow the river back into the woods, and then actually farther downstream. So we're gonna hit up hopefully multiple spots, maybe some shady areas as the heat of the day increases. I just hope to catch one. If you've seen my last video, I tried for hours. I had zero luck, but I self-corrected this time. The heat of the day, it's gonna happen, but at least I'm here early, and there is no inclement weather scheduled or forecasted. So we'll see. Wish me luck, but you'll be along for the ride. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. So let's get out there. So we're gonna go ahead and start this morning with an elk hair caddis. Small little guy, brown on the bottom, a little bit lighter on top. Last time, that's what I heard the fish were going after. Tied it on with a 6X. So I know that the fish here are a little bit tippet shy. So let's see, it looks like somebody chopped down a lot of this brush, which is absolutely gonna make it easier to fly fish. Ooh, and I already spooked one. I don't know if you guys were able to see that on camera. Absolutely spooked that one from hiding in the bank area. And again, I don't know, I think I might be the first one up here. Actually here, there is another gentleman that's fishing a little bit farther downstream. So we'll see if we can have some luck this time. Now, the one thing that I didn't mention in my last video that I will mention in this video is the fact that, you know, as you get into fly fishing, I'm sure that there's plenty of folks that are watching that, you know, have gone to rivers, have fly fished quite a bit. And it's one thing that I've learned, not only just through doing it, but also just watching videos on YouTube. Rivers and streams have varying flow patterns, varying speeds. And when you watch how a stream is set up in terms of where the water is flowing faster, where the water is flowing slower, if there's any rocks, obstructions, it's actually really interesting in terms of how fish are able to pretty much in some areas not have to swim at all. They do not have to actually move their fins at all, but they're essentially able to just kind of sit there, even with water that's moving very, very rapidly. And that's essentially because they know the parts of the river where they can basically sit and expend very little energy and wait for food to come their way. Now, as I was saying before, with those different and varying speeds of the water, you know, you have different flow patterns going on. So see how my line kind of buckles out like that? That is something that as you get into fly fishing, especially on streams, you'll get certainly used to. You know, you have to do either mends or you know, vary the I guess the angle of the river that you go to cast into. But the whole point of it is so that the fly, especially in a place like this, the fly is not dragging. If there's an unnatural presentation, essentially those fish will absolutely know. So So the moment you see that fly start to kind of jet ski in a sense across the water, it's already too late. So we're gonna actually, so I do see some fish activity right over here to my right. So I can see it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it at home, but I'm gonna try to pretty much just drop this fly and let it float right in front of this fish, chilling in a feeding lane. And that's one thing I've heard. You know, these fish that are here, they love to hug the bank, and they know exactly where they need to go in order to be very hard to catch. And it's just, you know, they're native trout, they know. Alright. I want to try to do it so I don't get caught on this bank. The water on this side of the river, creek, is moving so slow. Just letting it drift very naturally down. And the one thing that I have heard when they did studies of Spring Creek is that supposedly, and I definitely believe this, that this is true, but supposedly there are 4,000, yep, I just spooked them. There are 4,000 trout per mile along Spring Creek, which is absolutely quite amazing. Yep, I spooked them, unfortunately. I'm gonna try a little bit farther down and maybe try to sneak up on them along that bank area, because I guarantee that they're hugging the bank or this early in the morning with no one else here. So let's see if we can kind of creep along here, creep along this brush area. And just take a moment to see if we see any topwater feeding activity. I haven't seen anything yet, but then again, even as I look around, I don't see really anything flying around at the same time. You know, I've heard multiple times that trout do about 90% of their feeding underneath the water surface, which in this case, they might be just doing that. All right, so I am getting a little bit of action on this tan elk-haired caddis. Right over by that rock, right underneath that tree. The fish keeps rising. It did come up for it, but it did not. It almost like it knocked it underneath the water surface, which I've seen it happen before. Let's see if I can get it on camera again. I'm able to get, yeah, you see that right there? More fish activity. So hopefully they're interested in what I'm presenting. Dry off this fly a little bit. See if we can get it right next to that rock. Yeah, a little bit far away, but let's see, this nice natural drift. All right, let's reset. Oh, right in the tree. Almost looks like it's maybe sinking beneath the water surface a bit. Yeah, which it is. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. I'll have to hit this with the dry shake. Whip some of that water off of it. All right, nice and easy. they're definitely moving, which is what I want to see. Didn't get to see this last time. Saw very, very, very little of it. No. All right, so we had to fix the tangle. Pretty bad one. I had to pretty much cut the line and start anew. That's okay though. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with this greeny weenie with a caddis hair fly. There was some interest just a little bit ago with the greeny weenie underneath the water surface. There's a little tungsten bead on it, so we're hoping that we can at least catch something before the heat of the day just picks up completely. All right, guys, it finally happened. All right, I was finally able to get him. I got him here on the greeny weenie and fought him in a little bit. I was able to sight see him, or sight fish him rather, sight see him. Yeah, I mean, amazing and beautiful fish. So we're gonna go ahead and get him off the hook. This is my first native or wild, I think it's wild, I'm forgetting my own definitions here, brown trout that I've ever caught here at Spring Creek. Look how beautiful he is. Here, I'm gonna just let him hang out there for a second. Snap a quick picture. All right, let's get him off the hook. Wet the hands first. Wow, that water is cold. Whoa, 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 buddy. It's all right. With the other hand. It's all right, it's all right. Gee whiz. Okay, come on. Definitely don't want to hurt this fish. It's a beautiful looking trout. Wow, beautiful looking trout. Come on, come on. All right, come on, buddy. All right, that was much easier once I was able to just get it around him. Okay. All right, let's put him back in the water. Just let him get acclimated. Holy cow. Wow, yeah, he's also probably really tired too. All right. Wow, this is my first wild brown trout right here. Now we're gonna take a couple pictures real quick and then release them right back into the water. Really don't want to hurt this fish. All right, back in you go, buddy. Back in you go. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go right back. Yeah, he's shooken up a little bit. Probably didn't expect to be caught today, but that's okay. He's gonna be wiser for the next greeny weenie that comes along. All right, so that last fish, as you can see, the water is very clear, and I was able to essentially just let it drift right by the fish and sight fish it. I did not expect that to actually hook on. I did not even know he took it. And that's what's so hard about Spring Creek. These fish, they know pretty much instantly whether or not they're going to that was a lot of interest into that greeny weenie. They know pretty much instantly whether or not they want to, you know, eat something. So it might have been in his mouth for half a second. So as I watch here, you probably guys can see maybe. There's one right along the bank here that is really interested in this greeny weenie. So I'm just gonna bring it along and try to watch it. Wow, I cannot believe that I caught my first fish, and I cannot believe that my GoPro ran out of batteries. That is the second thing. That is absolutely the second thing. I'm like, come on. All right, so we're back. We took a break to beat the heat. There's overcast going on right now. It's still 81 degrees out, but the heat of the day was just way too intense. And the feeding activity was slowing down to the point where it just really wasn't worth it fishing. I took the time and the opportunity that I had to run over to TCO Fly Shop. I'll comment on those guys a little bit later, but bottom line up front, those guys really know what they're talking about. They hooked me up with some ants, some trico flies, all sorts of different tactics to target the fish this time of year. So I'm gonna go ahead and gear up and see if we can land one this evening. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna head out right as the sun is coming up and hit up McCoy Dam, which is also on Spring Creek. And I'll drop that link, or really the geocodes, in the description box below. All right, so right now we are fishing that ant with wings. I saw one swim out from the bank here. Just trying to get it over to the far side. That's where they were earlier. See if I can entice them to, oh, got him, got him. Oh man, he tacked that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was a vicious attack. Okay, we're gonna bring him in nice and slowly. I'm actually gonna bring him upstream. Wow, that was definitely a big attack. Oh, let loose the line there. Okay. You gotta be careful when you do bring them upstream, because depending on how the hook is set, of course now I'm stepping on my line here. I'm gonna try to tire them out a little bit. These guys like to fight. All right, I'm gonna try to steer them in towards this closer bank. Yeah, he really went after that thing. All right, let's see if we can. Yeah, just let him. There's another fish over there, probably trying to help him or something. That's weird. Yeah, just gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna try to tire this guy out. He really wants to fight, so we're gonna bring him back, and we're gonna go ahead and start bringing him in. That's weird. There's another fish over there, like messing with him. Probably because he's in his feeding lane. Yeah, okay, here we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Yeah, there's another. Wow, look how big that other brown trout is. Okay. Try to bring him nice and easy, nice and easy. We got this 9.5 foot rod. Definitely makes it a little bit hard. Wow, yeah, he went full commit on that thing. Holy cow. Wow, look at the size of him. Yep, okay, all right, buddy. All right, I'm definitely gonna get my forceps for this one. All right. Wow, yeah, he went full commit. Wow, look at the size of him. Look at those gorgeous colors too. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's funny, when I'm seeing these guys swim around in the water, they looked a lot smaller than actually how big they are. And this guy just viciously attacked that ant on the surface. So absolute props to TCO Fly Shop for this excellent recommendation of a fly. So we're gonna go ahead, first wet the hands. I'm actually gonna wet both of them and the tool. I definitely don't wanna hurt this guy. It's funny too, you can see the adipose fin back here. All right, nice and easy, nice and easy. It's all right, whoa, it's all right, bud. It's all right. Don't wanna get this guy all sorts of twisted. Yeah, see you got it there right on the lip. All right, let's bring you over. Probably could do this with my fingers, but all right, hold on. All right, how did you get this thing? All right, hold on, bud, hold on. Wow, this water is pretty cold. I think I got it wrapped around. Okay, here we go. Hold on. There we go, nice and easy. All right. Lift this fly out of there. It's wrapped around his body a little bit. Definitely want to free him from that. Drop that fly in the water. Don't need that thing getting in the way. All right, nice and easy. All right, let's see if we can just pull this. Went ahead and got himself all sorts of wrapped around this fishing line here. There we go, okay. All right, so we'll leave that there. All right, just let him sit there for a second. Let him kind of recuperate in the water. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you can see the rear adipose fin right here. It's got some red on it there. Wow, he's gorgeous looking. Absolutely gorgeous looking. All right, let me grab my towel, because I certainly would like to snap a quick picture of him. I know it's being captured currently on the GoPro, but there he goes, back into the wild. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Wow, he just went full commit on that ant with wings. That was fantastic. That is the second fish that I caught here at Spring Creek, and I'm just, honestly, I'm amazed. I am absolutely amazed. You know, I went from not being able to catch anything here, really ever, to landing 2 in one day. This is something that I'm absolutely very proud of. Now, if I can find where my magnet connects to, holy cow, I'm trying to link up my net. Wow, I just cannot believe that. I just absolutely cannot believe that. Absolutely. That's exciting. That is extremely exciting. That is, you know, of the hours I've spent up here fishing and just not having any luck and just kind of hating it in a sense, that makes up for it right there. Catching a beautiful wild brown trout. Wow. And the way he attacked that bug on the water, man, I really can't be happier at all. That might have been, I don't know, maybe my 10th cast. And it was funny too, as I was reeling him in, there was another trout that was kind of like harassing him, doing something. I don't know, maybe he was helping him. But he was even bigger. It's like, where are you going? So yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to recreate that, man. these ants with wings. I'll bring it out so you guys can see it. But so if you guys do come up here early August, absolutely early August, ant with wings is something that works. I'm gonna bring it in to show you now. So besides some trico flies, this is what they hooked me up with. An ant with a wing, this little guy right here. And then they also hooked me up, and this is my first time using this, are tippet rings. These guys right here. Oh, got him. Got him. He took it. I was looking down at a twig. Oh, gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. Yeah, okay, okay. Nice and easy. All right, let's bring him in. He's a big boy. Yeah, he's a big boy. Sorry, I know I'm blocking you. All right. Yep. I just so happened to look up and see him take that. All right. As he wants to swim upstream, and he wants to fight that off, and he might fight that off. That is a small hook. I think that was a size 18 trico. And let's go ahead and try to bring him in. I'm not going to reel my line in rather, because this line needs to be cleaned. So I'm just going to make everything a mess. Okay, he's fighting. Yep, okay, yeah, okay. You can get out your energy there, bud. Yep, you're not gonna get off over there. All right, let's see if we can. Going back up. Okay. Just tire him out. Yep. All right, let's bring him back. Yep. The correct side of the creek. He's a big boy. I can feel it. Yeah, he's not happy whatsoever. Okay, do exactly that, but just over here, please. Hopefully he doesn't launch himself underneath those sticks over there. Yeah, I don't... Whoa. If I have to, I will go up there, but really don't want to. That mud looks really, really soft. I might just have to. Darn it! Let's go ahead and pull this in while Yeah, he went ahead and got himself caught. Okay. Whoa. Probably a good thing. Okay. This is going to be a step and a half here. I might have to bite the bullet and... Oh, of course, the department. Whoa. Coming back should be fun. All right, wow, yeah, look at him. Wow, look at him. Yeah, he's tired out. All right, come on, buddy. Come on. Bring you right over here. Ooh, what a fighter. What an absolute fighter. Yeah, he just wanted to go put himself underneath all sorts of muck. Yeah, he's tired out. Oh, number 3 on the trico. Size, I think 18. Let's get these weeds off the line. Whatever the heck this is. Wow. Yep. And it's funny too, because I didn't see this react, but I got a chance to see that. What, the hands? I just got the last little bit. Oh, he's got a weird growth. Oh, look where that hooked him. How did that happen, buddy? Yeah, what happened to you? No wonder you were fighting weird. Yeah, no wonder you were fighting weird. Some sort of injury on you. All right, look how beautiful he is. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, he's absolutely tuckered out. But I think this might have been the one that I was seeing swim around underneath the water. I would see him flash. But look at those spots. Look at those reds. What else we got on them? We got red, some brown. I mean, he's a big trout. Absolutely big trout. Wow. I'm gonna grab my camera, take some pictures of him. Number 3. Wow, TCO Fly Shop. You guys really came through for me. Let's take some pictures. Wow, how amazing. All right, let's wet the hands one more time. Adjust the camera for you guys. All right, we'll have this a quick picture. Quick picture. All right, there you go, buddy. I know you're hurting. All right, back in the water you go. There he goes. There he goes and swims off. Live another day. Yeah, he had something going on. He had something going on with his with his chin or something. Now, I don't think I'm gonna go back underneath that bridge. I can probably go up around me. But he dove underneath that, and if I would have yanked, you can see that there's all sorts of brush. Whoa, is this thing still hooked? What in the world? Yeah, and I'm gonna have to sort that line out. There's all sorts of out of. All right, let's grab the gear. Holy tangledness. Well, that's it, folks. 2 caught since having returned since 5 o'clock. So the first one off of an ant with wings. Never even would have thought that would have worked, but that fish just thrashed that fly. Awesome take. And the second one was also top water, and it was a trico fly. So I couldn't be happier. The top water feeding is slowing down. They're not really rising that much. So we're gonna call it quits for today, but tomorrow we're gonna head out, actually get in the water and hit up another part of Spring Creek, McCoy Dam, and I'll drop a link in the description box below for that. So stay tuned for tomorrow morning, and good night for now. All right, good morning. So here we are at McCoys Dam. I got out here a little bit later than I wanted to, but that is actually quite all right. And I can tell you right now, wading in this water just up to my knees, the water is cold. I do have a thermometer, but I can tell you right now, just based off the temperature, I don't even need to check. From what I've heard, there are 2 or 3 different sources where fresh spring water is pumped at 45, 50 degrees right into Spring Creek. So it just makes for the absolute perfect conditions. So I'm gonna fish up and downstream. From what I've heard, the trico flies are working, anything terrestrial. I found out this morning that there is a male and a female version of a trico fly. I guess the female version is white and the male version is, I guess, blacker or darker. But it was crazy. One gentleman was showing me the size of it was like the size of a grain of rice. Absolutely crazy. So beyond that, it's about 75 degrees, and it's not supposed to be any type of inclement weather today. So hopefully we can hit up some of these parts where the river goes underneath these trees. I heard that ants like to climb along those trees and then drop into the water, and the fish will subsequently eat them. So we're gonna go ahead and get strapped up and try to knock it out. Try to see if we can find any rising fish as well. So we'll see. Oh, activity. That. Did you guys get that? Did you guys see that? Finally, something. It probably would be a lot easier now that I was just thinking, it'd probably be a lot easier fishing upstream than walking down. I can see them moving, probably spooking them underneath this water. Definitely in a deep pocket myself. Right where those rapids are, that's probably the farthest I'll go down. And then start to head back. Alright, so that is it. My GoPro died on the water, which I have no idea why. I swapped out the batteries, still didn't make a difference, and I was not going to trek all the way back up here in order to get a new battery. Didn't really make a difference for the fact that I didn't catch anything. A few fish did rise to the topwater flies that I was presenting, both of which were the ant with wings. But ultimately, I was not able to set the hook. You know, if they were even, you know, going to eat it, as opposed to maybe knocking it under the water. So beyond that, it did rain a little bit, surprisingly, because it was not calling for rain. But this is another amazing place to fish. I saw some ginormous trout that were just cruising around underneath the water. Definitely a different dynamic getting in the water. A little bit frustrating. I tangled numerous times in the trees, got myself all messed up with wind knots as well. So beyond that, it was a lot of fun. The water temperature cooled me down. It's 84 degrees right now and definitely humid, but at least when half your body's in the water, it's not nearly as bad. But yeah, absolute fun day one and day two of fishing. As I had mentioned before, major props to the TCO fly shop. They did hook me up with the right flies in order for me to actually catch a fish. Not only one, but three, and those are the first three I've ever caught up here. So absolutely happy for that. I'll drop a pin for this location as well, so you guys actually know where we're at for McCoy Dam, and I'll put a map as well in the video at some point. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.